Wack100, man. I wanted y'all to know this is typical Wack being Wack. This is what he doing. Changing the narrative. He sound like the federal damn government right now. Really. Nobody who supposedly repped what he repped is out here doing all this nonsense. Now, this is Carcino, by the way, in case you guys just stumbled on the page and did all of this nonsense. I'm here to say, hit the like button right now. We don't glorify gangs here. We don't do that. We don't glorify violence here. We are not academics. We're not that clown. And this guy who you see in front of your face right now, Wack100, has violated every single thing what he supposedly represents by standing next to a damn clown for a bag. Has no morals. The way he spoke on the Nipsey situation with no evidence whatsoever. None. Just talking and running his mouth to build up. Talking about he promoting his artists. What artists did you promote? Talking about I'm playing their music, I'm making them hot. You ain't doing nothing but making yourself big on the internet through social media chatter. You do everything for a bag. You disrespected Tupac when you was a producer for the film. Secret producing it. But dissing Tupac as your way of promoting the film. You fake. You're phony. Nobody buys into what you're doing. See, what he wants you to do is take your attention away from that snitch. He want to take all the heat off the fact that he sat with a snitch and changed the narrative, and he got Trav caught in the web with him. Trav just out here all crazy talking and indicting himself with these damn people that they know they the government. Trav, this dude talking like a federal agent. He want to know why Jim Jones ain't got a conspiracy charge. What? Where do we do this at? I want to know one thing, Wack. I want to know why you ain't been violated for everything you supposedly say you is. Because you got your side looking real crazy out here in the streets. People thinking like, man, y'all let this dude run around like that? And there's people that's locked up that's on your side. They out there going crazy trying to get to a phone and talk to OGs and be like, look, what set he from? Y'all need to sit homie down. Every time he talking crazy. And he already afraid of the narrative because he talking every day about the same damn thing. Every day. Why are you defending yourself every day? It's Friday. It's been a whole week and you done heard Wack all damn week defending himself. And now Trav is out here getting publicity that he don't even really want to do. Trav ain't doing this for publicity. Trav just, that's just him. He just hot-headed. And Wack is using this to his advantage. He playing off all of it. But let's address Jimmy, because that's what Wack wants us to do. Let's forget about 6ix9ine snitching. See, this is what a cynical nigga do. See, a cynical person, they want to say, forget about what I'm doing. So-and-so did this. Why y'all ain't saying nothing about so-and-so? It ain't about what so-and-so did. It's about what you did, Wack. We talking about you. What Jim Jones did ain't had nothing to do with you. So why has that got to do with whatever you talking about? But okay, you want us to focus on Jimmy. There's wiretaps. Was Jimmy wired for sound? No. The court records show Jim Jones wasn't the one wired for sound. So he wasn't the one working with the government. Well, I want to know why he avoided all those charges. Right? How he avoid the conspiracy charge. They didn't want to charge Jimmy with conspiracy to do anything because nothing really went down. And there's no way that's hard to prove conspiracy. It's just hard to build a conspiracy case when the people that they already want is already in concert and locked up. They finna go to jail because you got your federal guy telling on all of them. Now, here's the situation. Wack, who went to jail because of Jimmy? Let's ask that question, Wack. Who got locked up because of Jim Jones? Show me one person that's locked up because of what Jimmy told them. Pull up that file. Pull up that paperwork. You can't. So you making up things and changing narratives to change the story away and turn it away from you sitting down with a rat that you knew was a rat going into it, who locked up people that rep what you supposed to be repping. It look crazy. It make you look crazy. It make the people that rep what you rep look bad. That's what it do, Wack. So all this other stuff you talking is nonsense. It don't work with people who are smart. But you're not focused on us. You want the stupid. You want to confuse them and lead them into these traps. This is why Jimmy decided, I'm saying this once and I'm jumping off the line because I'm not finna play your game. You ain't finna have me out here crazy. Talking about, oh, Jimmy did this, Jimmy did that. So, y'all need to recognize something. Wack gonna do whatever he can to keep on clowning for money, for a bag. That's what he gonna do, right? You see Trav, you know what Trav gonna do, right? Trav is gonna continuously be ready to crash and blow it all. As he then roll with crew to crew to crew to crew. He's always gonna be ready for that action. But he don't get it. It's like, relax. He's still caught up on that audio tape because he didn't heard Wack call his phone, copping a plea. Now Wack tells this whole beautiful lie about what happened when he went and they went to New York and did the show, and how his wife took the bodyguard out the car and he got in the car. When you on audio telling him, I took my wife off the bus, man. Me and my wife got off the bus and all that because we ain't want no problems. We don't even agree with that. And he was saying, we already did the show in Philly. There's no problem, no need to do this. Let's go get a cheesesteak over here at Meek Mill's neighborhood. We don't need that. But what Wack ain't telling you is Game never went in there and bought a cheesesteak. Somebody else walked up in there and got a cheesesteak. That was in their crew that nobody know. He walked in and got a cheesesteak. Then he came out and handed it to Game. And y'all took a photo of Game in the intersection. And him holding the cheesesteak. So it was like Game was at Max's and made this whole big lie up. Like, yeah, I was showing love to people out there, man. They love me in Philly. Now, you come up with a lie talking about Game just went up in there and bought a sandwich and all that. I wasn't with all that. That was just overkill. No, you wasn't with it because you were scared. Because them dudes was following you. You had all kind of stuff going on. So that's what was really going on. And like he said, Trav said my boy J-Rock knocked you out. Even you admitted it on tape. He dope fiend punched you. So, to the point where it affected you, Wack. You got mad and gonna lie and say Trav got beat up by 50 Cent. 50 ain't beat Trav up. Come on. Stop. Stop. Only thing he did was push Trav. Come on, stop. Your feelings got hurt. Especially when he mentioned the part. He went real personal about your erectile dysfunction. That your wife out here in the streets. That hurt. That really hurt. I know it did. That hurt. And he's saying that's why you doing all this huffing and puffing. Because you need somewhere to get that testosterone off. That's painful. Hey, I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. Nah, I probably would. I probably would. Knowing me. It depends on how bad the beef is. Or the problem is. But what you're doing, Jimmy, is a travesty. Okay? You don't do that to people, man. You don't do it, Jimmy. I mean, you don't do it whack to people like Jimmy. You know, I don't like Jim Jones as a rapper. I think he's a goofy. I think he's a goof troop right along with everybody else. I never liked Jim Jones, whatever. Purple City Bird Game. Purple City Bird Game. One Up Willie. All that goofiness. I'm not even with all that foolery. Now, but he's trying to grow, he's saying. He's going in a whole different place or whatever. Hey, more power to him. I'm not somebody that rock with him. Now, everybody else can make their own decision, but this ain't about who you rocking with, who you're a fan of. This ain't got nothing to do with fandom. This got something to do with right and wrong and black and white. You trying to say and change the narratives and to put 6ix9ine in the same box and put him in the same box with Jim Jones when you have no evidence of Jim Jones doing anything and having anybody locked up. You insinuate. With Snitch 9, there is government record and files you could pull up, and you know all the people he done ratted on and told on and is going to continuously telling on since he's out in the streets. And you not even supposed to really be around him. You a convicted felon, right? 6ix9ine is not supposed to be around convicted felons. Am I not right? Is it okay for him to be around convicted felons? Because he's not out. Everybody thinks his case is over. His case ain't over. That's not it. Everything, he's like basically on parole. Any violation of him being around a criminal act, a violent act, and he go right back to jail, and his sentence and his time kick right back off. But they gonna keep him on the streets to keep people locked up. So let that sink in. Snitch 9 is worth double to triple the money for them on the street. He ain't no use to them locked up. They need him on the streets to keep feeding him more criminals, more rappers who associated with criminals. So the more people that associate themselves with Snitch 9 is the most people gonna be incriminating themselves and stupid enough to. So hey, if you wanna go ahead and side yourself with a snitch and a rat, go ahead. But then when feds start coming around, dipping into what you doing, don't say nothing. Don't cry, don't whine, don't say nothing. Nobody gonna wanna honor it or hear it.
That was played in the federal courts is already on record. That's where the wiretap recording comes from. They can't come arrest you for something they already know. The reason why they ain't arrest you, because you already copped the plea and did some shit you weren't supposed to do already. You know they ain't coming for you, my nigga.
So, and who did he copped the plea to what? He copped the plea to what? Wack? You lying again. You're lying.
They played that in the courts. Everybody needs to know this. This ain't no shit that we had and we leaked.
Hey, what?
That recording comes from the federal courts doing a federal trial, bro. And the nigga not one time will address it. He trying to change the narrative to everything but that. Hey.
Why would Jimmy talk about a wiretap that he wasn't wired for sound on, that somebody else played in the courtroom? What does he need that for? He's not speaking on it because that's not the topic. The topic is you sitting down with a rat after the fact trying to give this guy promotion. You're promoting this dude. We know Academics is a slimy bastard, wormy, fat, slimy bucket of chicken bastard, but you should know better, Wack.
Y'all don't see it. That's the crazy part.
Hey, I got a question. So if you say 6ix9ine did that over the interview, like one.
He did, bro. I didn't let.
I know. I'm just getting my point, my thought out. So if he did that over the interview, what did you think he was gonna do when you invited him to Clubhouse?
Bro, he wasn't. Listen, I'm gonna be real. Listen, he wasn't there. Listen, he wasn't talking about Jim. He didn't start going. He wasn't talking about New York niggas. Period. He was answering questions. But when a few New York niggas came in there and was going at him, talking about you ain't this and you ain't that and you ain't this and you ain't that, he like, okay, we know what I am. Well, why y'all niggas ignoring this nigga, that nigga, this nigga, in his document? He didn't come in there with that. He already had it in his mind. I didn't want him to address that because I stopped him in the interview. He went at Cardi, I stopped him in the interview. You know what I'm saying? So until they came in there going at him about you this, you that, he like, yeah, I know I did that, but you same niggas is talking about you real from New York. This nigga, this nigga, this nigga, so what y'all gonna do with that? Y'all looking the other way. What I'm gonna say, my nigga, and I'm gonna be real. Now I heard the interview, and I'm gonna keep it gangster, my nigga. My own brother, my own blood. When it's foul, my nigga. At that point in time, I cannot protect you because this is really something that's real. I didn't want that kid to show me that shit in the sit-down interview, because then I would have had to go, I'd have had to like, but yeah, nigga, we need to talk about it. I just told you I did some whole ass shit. The nigga tried to show me some shit on, what's the man? He just went to jail a couple months ago. Y'all seen it? He had the paperwork on the phone. I wouldn't look at it. Nah, that nigga in there fighting to hack the case, my nigga. I don't know, my nigga. He had it. He like, yo, what about your man's nigga? I got the paperwork right here. He told on such and such and such. That man in jail. And me and that man's relationship is bittersweet. Sometimes we cool, sometimes we ain't. So I didn't want to fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? He had it on the phone. I could have sat there and read the shit and called a spade. But I didn't. We all do it, bro. We selected politics and we show favoritism to one side or other for one reason or another. With Jim, I just did song with this nigga. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to hear this shit. We got a fresh record we just did together. Nigga, we was just together at the video. We talking about doing weed endorsement deals and all kind of shit. We on the jack every other day. Our houses is 12 miles from each other, my nigga. Right? I didn't want to see it. Cause one thing about me, once I see it, my nigga, I come from the old generation. No matter who you are, you gotta be held accountable for that shit, bro. It'll hurt, but it's what it is, homie.
He said, no, Trav, you ain't here.
Hey, listen. I ain't trying to have no debate. Hey, listen, Wack. You got the lines, homie. Like, the things you do.
Hey, bro, what did I say?
I'm gonna tell you what you said.
That's my whole point. I told the nigga, hey, bro, I didn't text that nigga, called that nigga.
Hey, yo, bro, you went and did it. You got a video. I seen it, right? You got a video with your face in the camera. You saying, Jim, what's up with that case in Virginia? Jim doesn't have a case in Virginia.
Hey, yo, Trav, that came after what? Wait. See, I don't like when you niggas put shit out of order. That came after he went and did the Mel murder bullshit.
Hey, yo,
wait, keep it in order, my nigga.
Homie. You actually know niggas, gangster, like you know niggas, homie. And you, yo, bro.
Hey, Trav, I'm not even finna have this discussion with you, cause I'm gonna keep it real with no disrespect. I don't know how they see you. I saw you get fucked over by 50 Cent. You got a lot of unfinished business out there. I don't respect your gangster, dog. I saw you get, when I was getting into it with me, I told you, man, you could've got out. You didn't want that fame.
When I was outside Lux,
hey, bro, listen to me, bro. When I pulled up, wait, hold on, let's keep it real. You niggas told me, hold on, we can't come to a club in Brooklyn. I pulled up at that motherfucker. It was 20 you niggas. You what?
Yo, Wack. Hey, yo, Wack.
Am I right? Cause I can pull spectral on here right now, my nigga.
Hey, yo, Wack, you know what you're doing? Yo, Wack, you doing this shit that...
Trav, I don't respect you. You got fucked up and hands put on you, my nigga.
You see when J-Rock knocked you out? You doing this shit that if it's not on camera, it gets active.
I have never been knocked out in my life, my nigga. I got 100,000 if a nigga could produce any photo.
You ain't gotta produce it. My man put his hands on you, nigga.
Never.
And you're front of the world. You're supposed to be an OG.
Trav, was you there?
Just say it.
Let me ask you a question. Was you there?
You know I pulled up.
I don't respect your gangster. You done got marked out.
You was following
50 Cent is a New York nigga that have, hey, let me tell you the niggas that fucked up. Let me give you their name. No, hold on, bro. Hey, you got home and Mikey Fingers. He had home and Mikey Fingers.
Hey, yo, Wack, is that not you on that YouTube copying the plea when you knew niggas was outside the fucking bus? Stop fronting, you bitch ass nigga. Stop fronting, you bitch ass nigga.
Cop the plea.
3 years ago, nigga.
I never copped the plea with no nigga.
I be quiet.
Hey, Trav, I was Trav. Listen,
be quiet. Don't say nothing.
Next time you out here, listen.
Is this not
next time you out here with your man Snowball,
I put my wife.
next time you at the studio over in Burbank, listen to me, bro. Listen, next time you at the studio in Burbank,
we're not gonna
call
give the
me.
next locations up.
Hey, hold on. I had to meet both of y'all because we're not gonna get nowhere with both of y'all screaming at each other. I understand both of y'all.
Hey, yo, listen.
Nah, this nigga coming in hollering. I don't respect blood because he done got fucked up by 50 men.
He's being a fucking reporter, you fucking old bitch. Nobody know you.
Okay, well next time you out here, bro, at the studio with Thug Man, call me.
Nigga, you was a movie,
nigga.
If you was around,
we can't do nothing on Clubhouse, bro. Let's have an understanding that when you come out here, we don't get out, bro. Okay, well can we have an understanding when you come back out here and go to the studio over there with Thug Man, we don't get out? I don't want to talk no more. Because I can't kill a nigga through the clubhouse. I got hands, my nigga. I'm putting shit to bed.
Hey, yo,
I'm not signed to E1, nigga. What do you mean?
Come do your business at the Jersey office, man. That's
What
it,
you
we
mean
gotta
I'm
do
signed
stuff,
to
right?
E1, nigga?
We don't got, you got business with Allen Grumlock, nigga. Come do your business, bro. We ain't gotta do this shit no
Hey,
fucking
bro,
WWF.
don't
Come
even
do your
exist.
fucking business,
Hey,
you
bro,
old
I
bitch.
live Jim.
I'm making Jim fuck him up. Him and Jim got the same deal. He could go to his office at Allen Grumlock and we could just meet like men. He got it.
All right. So do it gotta go there? You feel like it gotta go there, Trav? Like you
Hey yo,
feel
bro,
like
what you
it's
talking about?
no
Niggas got
other way?
kids. Niggas got kids. He's on there, made a lie, said Jim got a case in Virginia. What happened to that kid? This is what he put out there,
So
bro.
don't you feel like
it's a lie.
Yo, Trav, do you feel like if Wack could prove what
Yo,
he's
bro,
talking
if
about?
Wack prove it, I wouldn't fuck with Jim. I'm a real nigga. If my man is a rat, my man got any kind of thing, I'm not fucking with him, nigga. That's just what I come from, nigga.
All right. So look, so Wack.
What the fuck you talking about? That brother shit out the way. Nigga, I'm fuck with families from Family Union, nigga. You break the code, you break the code. He know how it goes.
Hold on, gang. Wack, do you feel like you could prove that what Jim that he did some shaky shit? Do you feel like you could prove it, right?
Nah, you can't, because he ain't Jim Jones.
No, I said, could you prove it? Like,
could you prove it?
Like
Could
that?
you prove it? Wack?
I bet you he ain't gonna talk about that Wildcat.
I'm
gonna mute my.
Do you feel like
Yeah, save that energy for the squabble, dog. Bottle that up. You don't need that, my nigga. I'ma beg you. I'm gonna break for sure. I ain't tripping. We gonna get it. I'm done with it.
Fuck. And you can't get your dick hard. She told niggas, nigga. That's why you really out here looking at the world. Your wife getting fucked, nigga. You know what's up, nigga. I front you out.
I got you, my nigga.
Hello? You front. I'm exposed.
I got you, my nigga.
Hello.
I got you. You win all that. You don't know my wife, nigga. I ain't worried about that.
Fuck out of here. That's why you so angry at the world. You acting like you want to shoot the one-on-one with everybody, right? I got you, my nigga.
No, everybody know what's gonna get out.
Hey, Wack, you want me a 3-paragraph?
Everybody knows. I'm gonna get out.
You want me a 3-page paragraph, bro? Tell the people you wrote me a 3-page paragraph. On power room. Say it, you bitch ass nigga. Say it, man.
Hey, bro, I hope you connected a blow with your screaming. When we see each other, we gon' get out.